It doesn't feel like a single moment defines Birmingham City's season, but rather a pattern that keeps repeating. Small lapses, miscommunication, a sense that the back line is never quite settled. Even when results are salvaged, the underlying issue remains the same. This is a defence that has never truly found its footing in 2026. With 8 games left and a 7-point gap to 6th, Chris Davies isn't just chasing points, he's chasing stability. And right now, the lack of a consistent central defensive pairing is quietly undermining any realistic push for the playoffs. The disruption hasn't helped. Injuries have hit both full-back positions all season long. Ethan Laird and Bright Osai-Samuel have missed significant time on the right. On the left, Kai Wagner has been sidelined for spells, Alex Cochrane has been out for months, and Lee Buchanan has effectively been unavailable for over a year. But even with that context, the core issue sits in the middle. Christoph Clara is the only guaranteed starter, the one constant in an ever-changing line. Alongside him, there's been no clear answer. Davies has remained committed to the idea of a left-footed centre-back on the left side, but the search has turned into a revolving door. Aaron Cashin was tried and moved on. Jonathan Panzo arrived on a short-term deal. Jack Robinson has been given opportunities. None have fully convinced, and the constant rotation has only deepened the uncertainty. This is where the season's biggest contradiction comes into focus. Statistically, Birmingham look more stable with Phil Neumann next to Clara. It's not the ideal profile Davies wants, because Neumann is right-footed and forces Clara onto his less natural side, but the performance data is hard to ignore. Neumann has 26 starts at centre-back, far more than Robinson or Panzo, and across that larger sample, the team's results are slightly better. There's more control, fewer costly errors, and a clearer defensive rhythm. Yet Davies continues to move away from him, prioritising tactical balance over proven stability. It leaves a lingering question. Is the pursuit of the perfect profile actually preventing the team from using its most reliable option? Now the margin for error is gone. 8 matches remain, and Birmingham are trying to close a 7-point gap in a crowded race for 6th. The summer transfer window is already shaping up as another attempt to solve a problem that wasn't fixed in January, but before that, there are immediate decisions to make. Panzo's short-term deal is running down, and he hasn't established himself as the long-term answer. Robinson has had moments, but hasn't locked down the role either. The bigger picture is hard to ignore. Nearly an entire season has passed without a settled defensive partnership, without the trust that comes from continuity. In a division where consistency often defines success, that instability may end up costing Birmingham a place in the playoffs. So it comes down to this. Does Chris Davies adjust his approach and bring Phil Neumann back into the side for these final 8 games, accepting the compromise for the sake of results? Or does he continue searching for that left-footed balance, hoping it finally delivers when it matters most? Because at this point, the decision isn't just tactical. It could define whether Birmingham's season still has something left to fight for.